Juicy, where the drums at?
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers, go out and shop for you.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz. Wentz first play going right to the air. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now here's Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the second-year signal caller.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On second down, here's Mitchell. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
They run over center with Mitchell. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and goal from the 1. Sermon is in. Touchdown 49ers. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? Didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Wentz now on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this up to midfield. options galore here. Second and a few inches. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, another shot for Sermon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Lance, a give now to Sermon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made by Chase Young.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's the option going left on second down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the grab by Croft. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Here's Wentz to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. On 1st down, Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On 1st down, Lance. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The kick by Gold is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To throw, it's Lance. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Lance to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
To throw again on second down. Lance. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Straight ahead, it's Sermon. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They give the Sermon out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Drake Jackson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Sermon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 74 yards on the ground now for Sermon. He's got a 1st down. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the